Welcome back to another Drizzic Monday. So today we're gonna be looking at Taylor Swift's new album. Although she doesn't really have album art, I'm gonna be redesigning it, and I'm gonna be redesigning it in a style that's similar to like Tame Impala or just the vaporwave niche in general. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll just say, first of all, my favorite song by hers is Picture to Burn. Let me know in the comments what your favorite song is. I know we all freaking love Taylor Swift, and I still love her, you know. I remember she wrote a song about me called Teardrops on My Guitar. And, you know, one of the lyrics was actually, Drew looks at me, and I know she was specifically talking about me in that moment, so I just wanted to say that. I think it's beautiful. Let's go. I'm gonna click play right now. Okay, so I'm watching this real time with you, so we're on the same page. Lavender being put on the canvas right there. I'm really just trying to get the shape of her face down, you know, because in art, let me just tell you this simple thing that I love and that I use with anything I do in art. There's two aspects that you can think of. You have the aestheticness of it. How aesthetic does it look? And then you have what it actually is, like what is it supposed to be? And there's a fine balance between making it look aesthetic and making it look like what it actually is. And I'll just give you the extremes of both so that you can know what I'm talking about. Something that is purely aesthetic is something like abstract art. It's not intended to look like anything specifically. It's just intended to look good, you know. It's supposed to look however the artist intended it to look. And something on the other end of the spectrum would be like a portrait of, you know, George Washington. Perfect, like just everything about it is perfectly accurate, all the proportions are correct, it's the same exact skin tone, it basically just looks exactly like him. And what I try and do is find that perfect balance between making it look aesthetic and making it look like how it is supposed to look. And through doing this, I think that's like how I create most of my stuff, you know? And I'll give you an example here. Like, I know her face shape isn't exactly like that, but I know that it's a cool shape. You know, like I left that weird pokey thing coming out the bottom right. Actually, I did not leave that for the final cut, but it looked cool in the moment, so I left it there, you know? That's an example of that. It just looked aesthetic, and I was like, alright, let me keep that. It kind of looks like a thought bubble. Her hair, not that bubbly. If I were to do it realistic, there would be way more strands of hair coming off, but I'm just trying to go for a clean vaporwave aesthetic look, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just doing what feels right. Again, it's that balance between what looks good and what you're supposed to be drawing, what the subject is. By the way, if you're a band or something, or you're just like a solo musician, I can pump out these album designs really fast and with really high quality, so, and for an inexpensive price. So if you would like something like that and you're about to release a single or whatever, hit me up. You know, it doesn't even have to be an album cover. I could just do a portrait. Why don't you check out some of my older videos and you can see what I can do in terms of portrait. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So right here looks kind of like a mess, you know. I don't know what, I was going through phases. I couldn't figure out how to get the highlight on her nose, you know. Like I was trying to use these marching ants, if you know what I'm talking about, where it looks like dotted lines just moving along a path. And basically when you use those, you can, what it allows you to do is paint without it going past those lines. So you can create a sharp edge without having to worry about it bleeding into something else. And ultimately I decided it doesn't look good. It kind of looks creepy how I have it right here, and you know, later on I'm going to change that, but I'm like, you know what, I'll come back to it. Let me just work on the hair. But you know, here we go. I'm starting to get the point. I'm like, okay, simple and clean looks better. That's another one of my like mottos. That is my thing. If you're gonna make art, and I don't know, I mean, like, you can do art however you want. This is just my way. I like keeping things super simple. Obviously I can go more detailed, but from a standpoint of being simple. You don't want to start out with being detailed. Like, instead of having that nose and all whatever that was on there, you know, I just broke it down to two things: hair, face. And that's what I'm at right now. Got the hair and the face. So from there I can do whatever I want, and you can see towards the end I like duplicate it over and over again. The reason that looks good is because I kept it simple. You know, that in a way is like the detailed part, the fact that I duplicated it. So if I leave this part simple, then when I duplicate it, it's gonna look even better, or just cool. And look, there we go, finally cut it off. Bye bye. And yeah, so looks nice, looks nice. I approve of that. I approve of the simplicity, simple shapes, but good shapes. If you watch my older videos, you will hear me say that all the time. I'll be like, simple shapes, simple shapes. And I'm bringing in the blue. Look, if you just contour, this is what I've learned. This is a learning experience for me. You know, if you just contour, just hint at the nose, hint at the mouth, it looks kind of cool. It's almost like robotic, AI, futuristic feel, where everything is just streamlined and super modern and subtle textures, and yeah, that did not work. I mean, it kind of looks cool. Maybe I should have left the eyelashes, but I don't know. Inception. Yeah, so there's the Tame Impala aspect. And then this is the cool part. After everything, I love to just add these super cool filters to make it way different. Like, that kind of looks like Andy Warhol pop art style. I tried going up real close, bringing it all the way. I didn't like that because it's kind of like, I don't know, just not hitting the spot for me. So I made it just the center of the piece. So maybe so you can just tell it's a face more, I guess. I don't know. Guys, I think this video is about to end, so I'm just gonna start the spiel right now. If you like this video, if you're a coffee drinker, if you like Taylor Swift, if she was your crush, if you also went to the Strawberry Festival in 2008 to go see her when she was 19 and you wanted to get married to her just like me, then drop a like on this video. Share it to your freaking uncle and aunt and grandma, alright? Send this video to them as a Christmas present, because everyone needs a little Tay-Tay in their life, you know? And also, everyone needs a little Tame Impala, you know? So, why don't we just call it Tame Swift? Or Taylor Impala? Who knows? But, you know, I guess, Taylor, I'll plug your new album art here. It's called Evermore, if we can see right here. And it's got Bon Iver in it. And Bon Iver's pretty good. He's underrated. Not a lot of people know who he is, which is really cool. But now people do, especially because Taylor Swift just did a collab with him. So she did collab with a ton of people. So check it out. Happy 31st birthday, Taylor. And I'm gonna peace out in a bit.